YouTube, how's it going? The Goat House is back with some more 2020 NFL record predictions going through every team and game by game. This video for the defending champions, Kansas City Chiefs. We did a bunch of teams already. We're finishing up the AFC West, moving on to the NFC West, and then we'll start the playoff predictions and on. You're going to want to follow that Twitter because once I'm done with the division, like the other divisions I already finished with, I will post a poll. You guys will vote for who wins that division. We'll come back and figure out the seeding that you guys vote for, and then the playoffs and on. You guys will create a future video with that. So a lot of content on the way here. Please subscribe to both of our channels. We had 50K recently on the main channel. Really appreciate that. Trying to get there on our second channel. More content coming to that in the future. We have a podcast as well. Any link that you need, any link that you need to follow us, keep up with us, you'll find that description and in the comments every single video. PlayoffPredictors.com is the site we're using for all these predictions here. You can make your predictions there. Come back in the comments. Let me know your game-by-game predictions. We got Texans Chiefs, Week 1. That crowd's going to be wild there. And, in a shootout type of game, I definitely like the Chiefs. But I do think the Chiefs defense can actually slow down the Texans offense as well. Because this Chiefs defense, I think, is pretty underrated. Evaluating the team, I usually start with that. I got a little ahead of myself there. But, it's all obvious stuff here. We got the best offense in football. They can continue to be the best offensive football. I like adding, Clyde Edwards-Helaire a lot. That was my number one back in the draft, and I think he fits them perfectly. Obviously, can run in between the tackles and can catch the ball in the backfield or downfield. So we know what to expect from the offense. Same. But I think they could kind of add. Mahomes actually can continue to get better, and Edwards-Helaire. A great addition there. And then on the defensive side, but I think the defense just continues to get better because the players they had, Matthew was new last year, Frank Clark was new last year. They got a couple studs on the D-line, Chris Jones, Derek Nottie, Braylon Speaks coming back as well. So they're just going to continue to get better. Last year was their first year in a 4-3, and they played better than people realize, in the playoffs. So it's a more of a complete team than you think. So in a Texans-Chiefs game, you think shootout, which probably will be a high-scoring game, and the Chiefs should be able to outscore the Texans, but they have the defense to kind of back them up as well in this type of game. Maybe to slow Deshaun Watson and the Texans down enough. So I like the Chiefs against the Chargers. This is a great scheduling draw, I guess. A great time to play the Chargers in LA early. Because I still think they're the favorites here, even though they're probably the favorites either way, no matter when it is. But I like the Chiefs in this one. Chargers will have a good defense. Defenses don't start to take shape super early. They'll still be pretty good in this game. Perhaps they won't stop Mahomes and the Chiefs' offense. But then their offense, the Chargers' offense, still adjusting to whether it's Tyrod Taylor or Justin Herbert. So the Chiefs should win this game. Chiefs-Ravens, I actually think this matchup could favor the Ravens. Monday Night Football in Baltimore. And they're pretty, they're high-powered offenses in way different ways. And then you look at these defenses should match up well against each other as well. So this will be a really good game. I actually like the way the Ravens match up, though, Monday Night Football at home. I take the Ravens in that one. I like them over the Patriots, not the same Patriots team. I like them over the Raiders as well. They will put, even though the Raiders are somewhat of a balanced team, they'll still be able to put up points, enough points, no problem in this game. Chiefs-Bills Thursday night. I actually picked the Bills in this one. I think the Bills' offense will be surprisingly good this year to some people, better than you expected. I think they'll try to open things up downfield more, which they didn't do a whole bunch of last year. They're kind of saving that. They have the quarterback to be able to do it. They have Stephon Diggs now. They're trying to unleash it. They're trying to get Allen comfortable. And in a game like this, I think they'll air the ball out. I also think they have the defense not to stop, but slow down the Chiefs enough. The Chiefs are, more of a contender, the better team. Thursday night, regular season in Buffalo, I'll take the Bills. Actually, it's hard to see them dropping 2 in a row, but I think the Broncos are going to be a very solid team this year. They have the pass rush to, again, not stop, but slow them down enough, the Chiefs, that is. And I think, the Bills and the Broncos are pretty similar teams, and the Broncos will surprisingly be pretty dynamic on offense. With the running game, the passing game, they have a really good receiver trio now, including the 2 tight ends that they have. That'll be a factor. And then Drew Lock can air the ball downfield as well, and he can kind of move, throw on the run. So I think the Broncos get one here. Playing the Bills and the Broncos away back-to-back, a little tough. So we're seeing the Chiefs are going to be the best team in football at 4-3 right now. But then this is a good stretch here. I got them taking down the Jets. I have them taking down the Panthers here. Just those teams will not be able to keep up bye week. I did have the Raiders splitting with them. I'm kind of back, and we'll circle back and do best case scenario. I do have the Raiders winning that. Chiefs Bucks is a good game because the Bucks adjusting to the new players, new quarterback, starting to heat up. And I do like the Bucks defense. Very underrated, young talent, pass rush everywhere. They have it better than a lot of people think. But this is a test here. It's a big time test. The Chiefs will continue to run up the score even against what I think is a good defense here. Will the Bucks be able to keep up? I will take the Chiefs in that matchup. They definitely split with the Broncos here. If anything, they can go 2-0 against them. Over the Dolphins, Saints, Chiefs. For matchup reasons, it's a Sunday late afternoon game. Saints are good at home in a regular season, but for matchup reasons, I like the Chiefs. The Saints are more of a balanced team. So 1 week their offense looks so high powered, like top 3 in the league, and 1 week, it's still good, but can it keep up with the Chiefs? Can they do it? And I take the Chiefs in that shootout type of game. And they're pretty even defensively, too. They have their strengths in the same spot. They're pretty even defensively. And the Chiefs have a very underrated defense. Falcons, Chiefs, definitely taking the Chiefs. I got them sweeping the Chargers. So 12-4 there, for the Chiefs. So they get things going. Again, I mean, nothing. It's all pretty obvious here, in terms of the thought process on the team, evaluating the team. I think everyone's in the same boat, except I'd look out for Edwards-Helaire to make more of an impact than you think, and I would look out for the defense to be better than you think. I think it already is better than most people think. Everyone look who gets the credit for the playoff run, offensive line, Mahomes mainly, but that defense really stepped up. Spagnuolo's got them playing at a high level. They'll get Juan Thornhill back. Guys like that will step up. Frank Clark was getting better as the season went on. But circling back and doing best case scenario, it's tough. They could win all these games. I don't see them going 16-0, but I'd say something, maybe not the exact games, but I'd say 14-2. Maybe switch those ones around. Maybe it's something like this. Somewhere along those lines, 14-2. I don't see them really going on the field. Let's hope they stay healthy. We saw, Holmes got beat up, but it started with the offensive line got beat up, and we see the difference between the offensive line, healthy and non-healthy. So my predictions around this, I think worst case scenario, it's hard to really drop it any further. The Bucks can sneak this, the Saints. So I think worst case is 10-6, but I don't really see that. I see that 11-13. Pretty confident with that 11-13, 12-13, range. I feel pretty confident with that. This is what I had, 12-4. So you can let me know your guys' thoughts down in the comments. Again, we did a lot of teams, and we're going to finish up, and we got more videos on the way after that. You guys are also included in a future video with your predictions by voting on our Twitter. So follow that, subscribe to both channels, and that would be much appreciated. That's going to do it for this one, though. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.